enjoying your Saturday. And it's very weird that I go live on a Saturday. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, there we go. There we go. I do apologize. I was muted. And then I started choking on my coffee. Get Shit Done Coffee. Frank Sell. Check them out. We have a discount code in the written description of this podcast. But good morning, everybody. Turn up my mic, says Bob. Okay. Is that better, Bob? Bob's RC. I know what you're doing this morning. I know what you're doing this morning. Miko Mackey. Gosh. What's up, Mikey Hill? We got the basement in the house. We got Dan Jones. What's up, Zach Wright? Taylor DeLosa of Slowest Fast Podcast. Paul Tangalig. Dan Jones. And yeah. What's up? So the boys, Danny and Lance, are over on the West Coast at the Drake Raceway at the Sick Cross. Oh, I know what you're doing, Bob. I want to be doing the same thing. Hey, we got the wakeboard coach. What's up, Kurt? How you doing? Bro, how you doing, my friend? Tuning in from Malaysia. That's right, Miko Maki. Lefty, the great disappointment. You actually gave me that name. Cheers to you, my friend. Dan Jones, the X-Ray boys were at my home track all week doing worlds testing. Was that the track that I saw Shimmel just put a video up? Good. I am really looking forward to the 10 scale world championships. I wish I was going. I was talking to Jason Rona the other day and he goes, it's still time. You can go. I was like, I have a lot of money to come up with in a very short time to go to Australia. And Will has an extra room and a car that we can share. But, you know, I have to stay here and record podcasts and get things ready for my final USA tour of the year, which is coming up in October. So shout out to the Nitro Compound, Oktoberfest going on Halloween weekend as well. King Hobbies in Indiana. Nice. Benno, have you seen the time lapse of the rebuild for the worlds? I haven't. I don't think I have, but I am actually going to be recording a pre-worlds podcast with Andrew Selvaggi. So I hope that's how you say his name. He is in Australia. He is the AET manager there. He has some awesome notes. We're going to have a good old geek out on the pre-worlds. Probably going to record that in a week or so and then release that the week everybody's going to the worlds. We did drop a podcast yesterday. We have Jimmy Woodley, my good friend. We also dropped the INS podcast with Alex Sturgeon, which was really good. Did a live show with Aiden Horn Thursday night, which is really good. Doing another live show. I know the badge. I love Australian humor. I do. My favorite combination of words comes from Australia. Let's just say they begin with an S and the other one begins with a C. And it's a term of endearment, I'm told. Aiden is definitely a character. I always like having him on. It was good. Go check it out. We're going to clip that up as well. But I want to say a big shout out to Lance McDonald and Danny Paz. They are over there for the first time, I think, on the West Coast doing a coverage of the Sick Cross. Levi Jackson, if you don't know who Levi Jackson was, he used to own actually Thunder Alley or the Drake Raceway, where it's called now. He was a racer, track builder. He used to do the Sick Cross back in the day, magazine days, and he decided to come back. They have gate starts, which are pretty cool. The Drake Raceway, man, it's one of my favorite places to go to watch racing, especially the C Road. You got it, Benno. Levi is also a very good track builder. He built an awesome track. Man, that track looks great. Like I was watching some of the racing. It's all heads up racing, so it's like heads up qualifying, heads up racing. I was watching Mayfield and Fenster going at it last night. Man, that track's really nice. It's I love it. I love it. I wish I was there, but maybe next year. You'll see. I am going to the West Coast, but to Hobby Action for Masters of Dirt in October. Yeah. So absolutely. But those guys are uber busy. What's up, Lance? How you doing? It's what? 7 o'clock there. Have you guys started? Those guys are over there busy doing the coverage, doing great coverage. You see all the pictures that Danny's put up. Lance is doing. I think Lance is enjoying California. except for the gas prices. It's good to see the Elite RC production guys going nationwide. Maybe we'll be able to go international at some point. That would be fun as well. I'll be joining them. Actually, that starts a 13-week tour for Lance and Danny. 13 weeks on the road, 13 races back to back to back. And then I joined them for 6 of those. So it's going to be and that 6 is also an extensive road trip. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on, a lot of fun, probably lots of driving. I know that. I seen Danny almost got taken out by a buggy. Yep, he did. Wakeboard coach, what 2000s era boat is your fave? So Dan Jones, I don't know where you're from, but wakeboard coach is from New Zealand. I don't know. You seem like you might be from Australia, Dan Jones. I don't know. Well, I wish you guys the luck, Lance. I don't know. I don't know actually how the format is. So I know it's like heads up racing for qualifying, and you had some LCQs and stuff last night. I have to talk to Lance to actually to see how it goes. I know Levi has a unique way of doing things. ST, will Elite ever fly so much driving? I mean, to be honest, we take so much stuff to these races, especially when we go as a full crew. I mean, if you've seen what we have to pack up, and that's just like if we go to a race like Peach Day Classic, which is coming up, which is going to be really good. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it this year. I wish I was, because I really, really enjoy my time up there in Tiger, Georgia. It's beautiful. Brian Burnett built some great races, and they have a stacked field of guys coming this week, this year. And this is my first one that I've missed. I wish I could go, but it would just be too long away from home. Lance takes like television, speakers, all that stuff. Like we take a whole setup, and that's not included. That's also including pit setups, tents, tables, chairs. Then of course we have all the video equipment, all that type of stuff. But flying is feasible, but I think flying would have to be if we're going international, Europe, South America, Central America, places like that. But it's just more feasible to drive everywhere with the amount of stuff that we take, and that's just how it goes. What's up, Tony Schumacher? How are you, my friend? Got my Nitro compound hat on. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oktoberfest coming up in end of October, which I might actually stay for that. We got to see. I got to talk to Lance. We got to see. We got to work it out. I know it's a FRCC race, and it's the last one. I kind of got to be there. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to be right there. But we are going to come out and check out the Nitro compound when we are in Arizona, because I've always wanted to see that place, and I can't wait to see it. All right, so let's get this out of the way, because we got some coffee and waffles to do. First off, I want to say a big thank you to all of you that have been supporting the Elite RC Productions crew. Got my shirt on. I got to lower my camera, I guess, so you can see the shirt. Over the last couple years, these e-ticket sales and whatnot, they subsidize the ability to have this coverage. Most of us are doing this full time now. Danny and Lance, myself, Gene, we're kind of on the team full time. So without you guys participating in these e-ticket competitions, honestly, none of this is possible. So thank you very much. We greatly appreciate you guys' support. You've been very supportive over the years doing this, and we cannot express our thanks so much. And actually, secretly, you actually, by supporting this waffle, this e-ticket competition, you actually supported helping us go to the E-Buggy Worlds. So one of these. So basically, we got some product to sell for this, and Lance actually bought it and said, "Okay, I'll buy it from you. Here's what you get." And one of these products is actually that. So behind the closed doors, you actually are, whoever paid for a ticket for one of these products is actually helped pay for the content that came from the E-Buggy Worlds. If you guys want to check that out, go check it out. Also, I want to say a big congratulations to the Elite RC Productions team, because they're on their way to 10,000 subs. So they had a Lancet was at a race for Chris Morant. I can't remember the exact race, what it was called, but it was Chris Morant's big race. It was a few weeks ago, and he got a video of a young man fueling up a car, and that video is going viral on YouTube. It's got like almost 12 million views, and it has allowed Elite RC. I remember when it started, their YouTube count was about, I think, just under, was it? I think it was 6,500 or something like that, or that, and they were trying to get to 7,000, and it has gone right past that to 9,000. And I told Lance that it's going to hit 10K by the end of the year. Sorry, by the end of this month. So that's awesome, and that's more people getting eyes on RC, and I hope it keeps going and going and going, because there's a lot of good content on there, and the more people that are seeing these streams and seeing the content out there, the more chance we have of getting people into RC racing. So it all counts. And shameless plug, don't forget to hit the sub like notification button on the NNRC YouTube. We're trying to get to 8,000 subs, and we would love to get to there. I mean, by the end of the year, I'd like to get more than that, to be honest. I'd love to get to 10K too. But uber happy for how things are going at the Elite RC Productions crew. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with all those guys, getting back to the races here, enjoying my time in the USA, and doing some racing too while I'm out there. So that should be fun. So, all right. Well, let's get current. I know what you guys are here for. We'll do the first e-ticket sale, which is actually for the winner's choice of a Techno NT48, ET48, NB48, or E-Buggy 48 built by Ryan Mayfield. Now, there is another e-ticket sale going on at the moment, which is like a complete car. But that is not for this. That is not this one. This is just for a kit that is built by Ryan Mayfield, if I'm not mistaken. It had 125 entries. We greatly appreciate everybody's support. Good luck to everybody, and may the best person win. Let's spin that wheel. All righty. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Ooh, wow. All right. So David Scott. Let me take a picture of that. Congratulations, David Scott. I do not know where you're located, but you have a choice of, basically, you can get yourself either a E-Buggy, Nitro Buggy, E-Truggy, or Nitro Kit built by Ryan Mayfield. Obviously, it's going to take some time to get that done. It's not going to be instantaneously. Oops, that's not how I want to do that. But congratulations, dude. Congratulations to you. Thank you for the support, and we greatly appreciate it. Let me remove that. Let me come up on screen again. There we go. And I will remove that. David, if you can reach out to the Elite RC Productions Facebook or whatnot, and we'll get that sorted out and get that shipped out to you. Zayan Conde, where can you enter for this? So if you go to Elite RC Productions Facebook, or if you go to elitercp.com, or if you go to the stream that they're about to do, it start at 8. They have a QR code, or if you go to elitercp.com, you'll see e-ticket competitions going on, and you can enter there as well. Congratulations to David. Good morning, Kevin Stewart. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I do wish I was out in California, though. I'm not going to lie. It would be a great Saturday morning waking up and going to, I keep calling the thunder, like the Drake Raceway. It's been a while since I've been out to California. Hopefully I'll get to go next year. But I'll tell you where I want to go next year. I want to go to the Touring Car World Championships. That place looks awesome. Pekka has been sending me some video. Hello, Polar Bear. How are you? You are a Mugen Seiki driver. I see that. All right, up next is a Cayote Crest 1/8 scale ESC and 2 batteries. I'm trying to see. Oh, I spun it by mistake. I clicked it by mistake. We're not gonna go with that one. So we're still gonna keep it in there. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle this up a bit. So we're going to shuffle it up. I do apologize. I hit the button by mistake. Bob Thomas, how are you? See you at Shaw's in October. So that should be fun. Shaw's is going to be fun. I was talking to Sam. She's like, we got your crawl already. I'm going to be entering the figure 8 competition, the monster truck race, the crawling competition. It's going to be like a RC festival. Danny's going to be my water boy. I got my headband ready. You know, I'm doing an RC decathlon at Shaw's. I can't wait. Very much looking forward to going there. Are you, Timothy Triplett, are you coming to FCC? Absolutely. I try not to miss that race. I love that race. That will be the last race of the year for me, I believe. Florida Carpet Champs. Can't wait. Week after AMS. All right. So, like I said, up next is why is this not working? Okay, that's not supposed to be like that. Up next is for the Crest Cayote 1/8 scale ESC, courtesy of A Main Hobbies. They donated this to me, who then Lance bought it, and then this was actually for the E-Buggy Worlds. But thank you to Lance. He was like, I'll take it right off the bat, so it saved me having to try and sell it. So thank you to A-Man Hobbies. Thank you to Lance for your support. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys, because you subliminally are supporting the E-Buggy World coverage, which we did. All right, so we have 75 names in here. It's all shuffled up, and good luck to everybody. Oh, that lucky duck. Steph Patton won again. Dude, Steph Patton has won like 2 that I know of. Wow. Almost Sonny Santucci won, and almost Christopher Gutierrez. Wow, good. I think Christopher only bought 1 ticket and almost won it. But congratulations to Steph Patton. He's in Florida. And I would assume he's at the Mr. Steve Memorial Race this week going on at Beachline. Bob Thomas, you are right. Support the media, guys. The media life ain't easy. So actually, I'm gonna go find the Elite RCP website with the new waffle, with the new e-ticket competition. 1 second, everybody. And that is for a Techno kit with, I'll let you guys know here in a second. I'll bring it up. Let me bring it up. And I'll let you know what it all entitles. What are you guys up to this morning? It's starting to get winter time. Not here, but I assume you guys are racing somewhere this weekend. So we have a morning Ron Corlac. Hold on. What's up, EKJ 24,000? We'll touch on that in a second. So we have a Techno Nitro Buggy 2.2, fully built by Ryan Mayfield. Just add your radio and transponder. It comes with a Ryan Mayfield ProTech engine, ProTech servos, ProTech battery, ProTech clutch and switch, and upgraded servo horns. Ready to race. Just add your receiver and transponder. 200 tickets available at $20. Winner will be chosen live if this wheel spin. If that gets sold out today or tomorrow, I'll do it. And there you go. So that's the next one up. You can scan that QR code. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I'll make that bigger so you guys can see it. Oops. And you can go to elitercp.com and check it out. Check it out. That's the next one. All proceeds go to subsidizing the media coverage that you guys are getting, that you'll be getting over the next 13 weeks too, to be honest. So that's a long stint of travel and work for those guys. And I'll be with them for 6 of them. All right. I have no topics. I thought I'd hang out for a little while with you guys today. And well, let's go. EKJ 24,000, bro. Why are the US guys struggling so bad at these world events? Let's stop with the excuses. Well, we extensively talked about this in our E-Buggy Worlds recap, if you haven't checked that out. And I think it comes down to just not getting time on tracks like what they were. Some of it comes down to figuring out how to set up your car. Some of it comes down to figuring out how to drive on these type of tracks. And yeah, that's what it comes down to. Now we go to the Worlds in next year at Thornhill. I expect a lot more Americans to be in there and fighting for the win. But yeah, I think that maybe some of these young guys have to go over to Europe and do some racing over there. We see Joey Bourdon over there. He's doing some racing and spending some time over there. I say the younger guys because a lot of these older guys can't really take time off from family or their busy schedule. But definitely going over there for a month or so would help them, I think. So I think that will help as well. Maybe getting some type of tracks like this in the USA where there's more corner speed, high traction. We're starting to see more tracks go like that. I know a lot of people say that's not real off-road or that's not. It's off-road, dude. That track was off-road. It was. I guarantee you that everybody that was complaining about it would love racing on it, right? But that's what it comes down to. And we'll see. I love the European versus American. I'll throw Japan in there. We got Kaoki Kata coming into the mix now, who's looking very fast. So now we need a couple of Australians coming up as well. And we can have a good mix of how it kind of used to be back in the day where we had all four continents having fast guys, not all four continents, but all four, federations around the world having potentially winners. I think now we need to find some people from FAMAR to come up, which is like basically South America and all the other countries as well. So we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen. Midnight here in Australia. But you know what? I think it's going to, let's talk about Worlds, 10 scale Worlds coming up. I think it's going to be very good. I really am looking forward to that. I've really gotten to appreciate 10 scale over the last couple years. I like it. I enjoy it. And it's going to be interesting, man. I actually think that the young guy, the Australian guy, is probably going to win this. It's hard to bet against him. I would say we talked about this on the live the other day. Aiden gave his picks. Carap is definitely got to be in there. You got to think of Ongaro in 4-wheel drive, Rivkin, maybe Fend, Brock Champlin. So lots of guys that can be potentially winning this. Benno says we have a lot of oil tracks and a few that use the SIC surface, which is, I would say, is almost similar to what they use at the E-Buggy Worlds, which was glue, right? But I think it's very similar. So the BMX surface is very hard. It seems to have a lot of traction, if I'm not mistaken. So that I saw that there are tracks like that in Australia, the 10 scale tracks. I saw one. I think the oil surface is a good way as well. I know some people are thinking of doing that. The issue is when you do these type of tracks with these surfaces like this, that you can't, track changes are difficult, more expensive, they're difficult. So you kind of have to build a track where you can change lanes and then change the format, change the layout within it. So it should be good. We'll see what happens. There we go. Correct. Recycled granite mixed with oval glue. Yeah. So, but like I said, track layout changes when it comes to building tracks like that are very difficult. So you got to build it where you can do different lanes. I think all types of tires work on there, even ball tires. And I think it's key to getting new people into RC, because people getting into RC, they want to jump, they want to do things like this, but if they can't get traction, which is the key thing, which is why carpet is popular, because you have instant traction, they want to do that. So it makes it a lot easier for them to do that. So I'm not saying every track has to be like this, but I know like Mike's Golf Hobbies down in Texas did it, and my buddy was telling me that he liked it, and they didn't completely glue it, but they did put on some glue. I like to see some tracks do some oil. I have never been on an oil track. I've definitely participated on the glue tracks and been to a few races with the glue tracks. So it'll be interesting to see in the future how this is going to happen. What's up, Derek Vanderham? How's that puppy? My one's sleeping. He didn't eat all his food this morning, but he went back to sleep. Eurodrive is a legit wait to the Nats at TRC in the US. That should be fun. I can't wait. I'll be there. And I can't wait. What's up, Jason Lean? How are you, my friend? How is Juliana? Bob Thomas goes, after the E-Worlds, do you see Hot Race as the dominant tire? So I actually have a theory on this. I didn't get to talk about it on the last podcast, but me and my buddy, my think tank, who's watching this, we talk about this quite often. I think it's regions, right? So in Europe, Hot Race is a very dominant tire at different places, right? It's designed in Europe. It's designed for these type of places. Just like there are other tires, like Seismic is dominant in some areas. These are all tires that are designed, tested in Europe. When you come to America, right now, obviously J Concepts is the top tire. Why? It's designed, used predominantly in America. And at one point, when Proline and AKA were still a factor, the J Concept tires were fighting against them. Now, if you were in the Southeast and yours on J Concepts, you was good because that's where they come from, right? They're tested, they're tuned. Now that Proline and AKA have kind of faded into more of the ready to run stuff and things like that, and not many people are using them. We see J Concepts as a very dominant tire throughout America. So is it as dominant as Hot Race in the USA? No. So it's like two different regions. Now, over in Europe, J Concepts has tried for a few years, many years to get over there. They don't really have a base over there. They have one top driver right now, which is Juan Carlos Canas. So it's going to take time, right? It takes time to design, to do all this type of stuff, to test, to make compounds, which they've been doing. But if you want to split it to continents, yes. In Europe, Hot Race is probably the number one tire, dominant tire in America. And I would say those are the two major tire brands. I know there's other tire brands. There's TZO, there's Seismic, there's Diode. But I think those are the two major brands in the world right now. You go to places like Australia, which is a big, another big market, I would say. Maybe the third biggest market outside of USA and Europe. I could be wrong. I think you see a good mix of tires there. You see Hot Race. You see you see J Concepts. You see, damn, they were telling me that at the last ABC run that they're using the Jetco belted tires because of the clay surface. So to say I can say one tire is dominant on one region, yes. But in a region where like America, is Hot Race as dominant as J Concepts? No. Is J Concepts as dominant as Hot Race in Europe? No. And Chemo says they have Orlowski and Boulder Brothers. So here's something about Orlowski. Orlowski is not tied into J Concepts to use their tires exclusively. He can use whatever tire he wants. He can use their products. So, and Orlowski does not run enough 8 scale to do testing. And the Boulder Brothers, they're good, but not on a level of Canas. What's up, Chemo? Derek says he's getting big. We on the vet for his second round of shots outside. Yeah, I took my dog to get his second round of shots already. He was 17 pounds last week or earlier this week, and I'm sure he's 20 now. He's kind of on a natural food diet. What's up, Tim Barth? How are you? Benno, the only issue with oil track is you go home, the car smells like hot oil chips, French fries, everybody. Bobby Tillman, what's up? How you doing? Is this Bobby Tillman, the ex-RC racer? What's up, Clay Walker? How are you? Chemo, I saw some pictures of the They got the rebuild of the track in Bermuda looks great. Looks good. Still too big, but looks good. Chemo. Portugal was fun. I enjoyed my time in Portugal. It was fun. The E-Buggy routes was fun. Me and Chemo were hanging out in Portugal last year when it got rained out. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we're gonna hang out here? It's been 30 minutes. Oh man, so Bobby Tillman, probably one of the fastest guys in racing at one point. I never met him. He was part of that. I would say he was coming on at the end of the Attitude Era, which was like when Corton and guys were still fast when he was racing. But yeah, I remember it was like Bobby Tillman and Sharwin, and who else was in that mix with you back in the day? Barry Pettit, I think, was there with you, and those guys. Yeah, that was like just after the Attitude Era. But good stuff, man. I see. I don't know what you're up to nowadays. Maybe we should have a chat with you on the podcast, talk about old times. Chemo says, yes, we are. We'll be on the track up. Our first club race will be the 21st of this month. Awesome. Clay Walker says, yes, Ryan Lopez too was a part of that. I remember Ryan Lopez. We can go old school. We can go back to the East Coast guys like Travis Scramlin, Chris Cruz, those type of guys, Scott Stoll. That's my era of RC. Dylan Lynn, hope all is well. Lefty, hope to see you at the Techno Rc 1/8 scale winter series at the Plex. One of these winters, bring your warmest clothes. I love the Plex. Lance, Seth Patton won the 8 scale, the ESC, and I'll let you know who won. David Scott won the Techno kit. I did not have a French Encina out there. You know why I didn't have a French Encina? So one thing, Max is vegan, so we didn't get to eat much meat. And, I did anyway. But we kind of hung out with JQ, and they kept going to this Italian restaurant, which was really good. I'm not going to lie. So we went there 2 nights. They went every night. But, no, I didn't get a French Encina this time. But hopefully I get to Portugal. They're having a Euro Bees there next year, and I might be going out to that. So up in Guarda, which I've been already, so I like it up there. I did not go to the Soda Club this year at all, nor will I go to the Soda Club no more because the Soda Club is disappointing. That's an inside joke. Good luck to you guys today, Lance. Have fun, and should be some good racing. You can check out all the racing at Sick Cross on the Elite RC Productions YouTube page. Also going on is the Euro Bees being held at the Ospi team track in Gusago, Italy, which I've had the pleasure of going to. That is all in Italian, though. So you got to check that out. I will leave a link for that on the NNRC YouTubes. Sorry, on the NNRC Facebook. So good stuff. We have some good interviews coming out over the next few weeks. I am actually looking to interview some people here. I got some people lined up as well. And I'm trying to have enough podcasts coming out while I'm on the road here starting in October. What's up, Will Ivy? How you doing, my friend? Are you racing this weekend? All right. Well, let's see. What else? Anybody got any other topics you want to talk about before I close up here? I do have my daughter. So she has not woken up yet. Oh, so it looks like Renault Savoia is doing some stuff. So you can watch the Eurobees on Modelismo MORC on Facebook or YouTube. And that's pretty cool. Dude, but I'm not going to lie. The track at Drake Raceway where Sick Cross is, it's badass. It is. I was watching Mayfield and Fenster go at it last night, and I was like, oof, that is very nice. Very nice. I would crash a million times, but yeah. So it looks like Eric Leike is your top seed at the Nitro Euro Bees. He's a young man from the UK, but of Danish origins, who runs the Agama. Very nice family. They race as a complete family. Just going through YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna bring up a picture of Little Bump or Felon because he's got a Bruce Lee hairstyle now, and I like it. Check he's got a Bruce Lee style hair now. There we go. Little Bump is not little anymore. He's growing up, man, right before our eyes. He's getting taller. He's gotten skinnier. Look at the Bruce Lee haircut. His voice is getting deep, like my son's. Yeah. Who's going to win Kinwo Classic Hobby Action? When is that, Tony? This weekend? Bobby Tillman, who's going to win Sick Cross? Dude, I don't know. Hard not to bet against this young man. Or Mayfield. Polar Bear, why was there no timer on Elite RC yesterday? I don't know, dude. I'm not there. I don't know. Maybe they were having some issues with scoring. I don't know. The Sick Cross layout is pretty aptly, especially the back section. Yeah. Well, see, what happens is the Drake Raceway, formerly Thunder Alley, it's kind of built into a bank almost, right? So you have these, I would say, almost 4 different levels you can do. And the way it is, it makes for great layouts. And Levi does some really good layouts. Hunter King. What's up, Hunter King? How are you? Dan Tree says, love the gate land rush starts. Yeah, they're cool. That is unique. I like where the 3 different gate starts. I like that. Wide coming into where it comes wide into narrow. I like gate starts. We did them at RCGP. We do them all the time. We used to do them all the time in Bermuda. Still do them because we just don't have enough people to do Dawn and Quiets. Tony Schumacher this weekend. Okay. I honestly didn't hear anything about the Kinwold Memorial Kinwold race this weekend. So I hope it gets well attended. Well attended. Tony Schumacher, I'm waiting to see the finished layout for October. So is the layout you guys putting in now for Oktoberfest, or are you going to change it a little bit between now and the end of October? All righty. Like I said, lots of content up on the No Name RC podcast page as well. Lots of podcasts, lots of content from the E-Buggy worlds. And I don't know if you guys like what we did at the E-Buggy worlds. We're looking to do it again, maybe next year. I think one of the things is definitely maybe the Neo Buggy race that they're going to do. I know if Elite doesn't get the coverage of the worlds, I'm going to be there doing NNRC coverage, or Elite, or one of them. I'll be there, or we'll all be there. And I want to go to the touring car worlds. That's the 3 races I want to go to next year. I want to go to China. Dan Shreve, do they do 3 different platforms to give advantages seeding and qualifying? I think they do 3 different platforms. So it's just not like all the cars rushing from one platform. So it's they're all spread out wide. They converge and then come in. It's all heads up racing. I'm not sure how the format works. I know Lance is busy, so he can't stay in here and tell us how it works, but it's all heads up racing for qualifying. So I don't know how pole position and all that stuff works. I think you might be able to just choose your position on the gate. And Derek sent me a picture of his puppy. Oh, yeah, he's beautiful. Yeah, my Ragnar is getting pretty big as well. Tony Schumacher says, we're working on the track now. Nitro Compound, you guys want to go to a very cool race Halloween weekend in the West Coast, check out the Nitro Compound and the Oktoberfest. We've been advertising it on the No Name RC podcast as well. You too, Clay. Have a good day. Got to get busy. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful, hot Saturday out there for myself. I just dropped my vehicle off to the mechanic to get it serviced. I got my daughter here. I'm going to do some work on my Techno truck, get that finished up. And yeah, check out the latest podcast. It's pretty good with Jimmy Woodley. He's a good friend of mine. He's the guy who owns Ignite Design RC gas trucks, as well as a hobby shop. He actually has some sweet deals on there. If you listen to the podcast, you can capitalize on it and check it out and give it a share. And I said I wasn't going to be in her too long. I think I need to do more lives. I think I'll do a live next week. I like the Lefty coffee and a little coffee with Lefty. I'll get some topics prepared for the next one. I will probably go live again if the Mayfield complete build from Mayfield gets sold out, so we can do the drawing for that. But we greatly appreciate you guys' support, and thank you all for that as well. Mike Winders, hello, sir. How are you? See you at INS Finals next week. Dang, Nicola Crypto, this is an early live. Anyway, are you going to AMS? Do you think it will be well attended? I am going to AMS, and I believe AMS is sold out. So it will definitely be well attended. I will have all the top pro guys. I know Europeans that are going. I think it's Robert, Canas, Burak, and Barkan are coming. Miko Widmeyer. Ronafak was supposed to come, but he's not coming now. I think that's it for Europeans. So that will be good. I don't know if any other Europeans are coming. And then, yeah, I think those guys, a lot of them are going to go right to do Carpet Champs the week after. But I'm pretty sure all the top pro guys will be there. I do know that intermediate sportsman classes are sold out. I don't know. They have to fill heats as well. So I don't know how that all works. You would have to talk to Dave. And there we go. Mike says, I'll be there. I'll be there as well. We're going to have another show next week, a live show with Brock Champlin, like we did this past weekend. It's going to be myself, Alex Sturgeon, and Brock Champlin next week on the INS live show. Will be live on J Concepts YouTube, Facebook, and NNRC. Joao went last year, but he's not going this year. Nuclear Crypto. I already talked to him. And Bob's RC can't wait for my MP11 to show up. You know, I tried to get Derek Furentani on the podcast. I asked him, I did ask him yesterday. So if you want Derek Furentani to come on the podcast, you guys should all email Kiyosha and say, you know, you should go on the No Name RC podcast. Because I think he has some cool stories to talk. And he's the guy, like, he's been with Kiyosha for many, many years. Tony Mobley, what's up? About to get ready to go to Hot Rod Hobbies tonight. They're racing tonight. Nice. Hot Rod Hobbies Tuesday night Nats. Is it? Yeah, Tuesday night World. So it's Tuesday night racing that they have there. Hot Rods is nice too. Iconic. Small track, but very fast. Very fast. I'm good, Tony. Nuclear Crypto is the elite crew calling the race. Yes. I think we're doing we are definitely doing AMS. That's on my schedule. So we'll be there. AMS. Good stuff. It'd be cool. It'd be nice and cool there. Don't have to deal with heat. That's what I like about it. It can get too cold, but not too bad. Who's going Silver State? I see they've changed dates to January. I don't know how that's going to affect the race. I know it's either on the same weekend as SIC or weekend before SIC, but SIC still a go. And Tony Miller says HBD 819. Okay, you're still running an HB. Cool. Still a few people out there running the HB cars. I know a lot of people have a lot of parts for them. Do not know what the future holds for HB. And MP9. I'll tell you what, the most car I'm impressed with most has been the MP11. And that takes a lot for me to say. It was very impressive at whatchamacallit. I wonder what the SIC dates are going to be now that Silver State took the dates. I don't think he's going to change them. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. How do you like the new Cat PB? I mean, I'll be honest with you. All the guys that had it at the Hobbyplex look very good, especially Brock. So it looks like it's doing pretty good. And we did an interview with Trish, and there is definitely an 8-scale car coming. So it should be good. You'll see what they come up with. I think it's gonna be interesting to see. I think a Schumacher can win the Worlds. That's for sure. Tony Mobley, I seen JQ there. He's a cool dude. Not much people say that about JQ, but he's cool sometimes. Marcus Butler, what do you think about Phantom Racing being up for sale? I saw this 50K. We talked about this briefly on the live show the other day. I don't even know if Phantom is a player in the game anymore. I don't know if they have a stock team, which is the most important for 10 scale worlds, 10 scale racing. And I don't really know what's going on with them. 50,000 is not a lot. I mean, you're paying for the name, I guess. Maybe you get it cheaper. There's so many other there's other companies out there, bigger companies. So it's probably going. It's probably going. I'm sure SI dates are set in a year advance with the arena rental. Yep. So we'll see though. Something might be up. I don't know. What's up, Mark Bruton Young? Coffee. I just finished coffee. It's gonna be probably a beer in an hour or so. I got 2 in the fridge that I'm gonna drink. I gotta get some food. 4R Racing. Is there a market for another 8 scale? Though seems already flooded. I don't think so. I don't know what I don't know what was. Oh, the Schumacher thing. I've said that before. It's different, right? Schumacher is going to get into 8 scale where it's already a dominant car in 10 scale, right? And there's only a few viable chassis in 10 scale. We got Associated, X-Ray, Schumacher, TLR, and PR Racing. When you get into 8 scale, man, it seems like it's a new 8 scale car coming out every couple of months. So it's going to be difficult for them. What I think it's going to be difficult to field a team because you have a lot of these guys like Nate Sutherland's or Orlowski's. Okay, Orlowski's more running a Schumacher or they run an X-Ray, but they're running other cars, right? So I don't know. Is it viable? I said this before. The 8 scale chassis market is flooded. Absolutely flooded. Bob's RC, no beer until the sun is half past the auto. Yeah, I don't know. It might be if my vehicle's back in time. I'm going to the river. I got to finish a video on my jet boat and this waterproof receiver that I got from Fly Sky. That's excellent. Like it's completely dunked in water multiple times, not been cleaned and still working great. And yeah, Fly Sky sending me some stuff to do some video. I got a video coming out here soon too of my pit walk, my walk of the Hobbyplex. Place is like heaven. How don't you like Coyote Electronics? Where are they from? I don't understand that. EKJ, Corey. Bob, I love RC boats. So I have a jet boat that's like you can bounce it off. It's meant to go up rapids and stuff. It's actually not cheap. Then I have 2 electric boats. I have 2 Oxidine boats. I have a Dominator, which is fast and it's self-riding. And I have the Animal Cat, which is very hard to drive. I just want to go fast. And then I have 4 5-foot. I have 2. So you see that cat right there? That is a 48-inch Rico Cat with a stock 26-0 in it. So it's not really that fast. I haven't run it yet. And then I have a blue one like that as well that I'm building. It's going to have a 29.5 modified Zenoa in it. Then I have a 58-inch Rico Mono with a 32cc modified, and I have a 59-inch Apache. So, and then I have a rigger too, but I know nothing about riggers, so I gotta build it. Haven't took a drink in 3 years. That's good. I stopped drinking for like a year and a half just to do it. But now I enjoy a beer now and then. I've learned my limits. Learn my limits. Everyone's building their Schumacher Cat PB, so it seems. Mike Renders, why is it called PB, by the way? I'm just curious. It doesn't have pillow balls, does it? I haven't looked at it that much, to be honest. So, yeah, RC boats. There's my, if you see over there, there's my first Techno MT410, which I'm going to take out her soon. And I have the Techno MT48 that I need to finish. That's what I'm going to work on her after I get off the line with you guys. Alex R. So much calories when drinking. I don't really look like the type of guy that counts calories. Jeff Tarrant, he says, "What's up, buddy? Let's talk about gate starts for 8 scale." I mean, I've been involved with them. I've used them. I have been at races with them, so I get it. But some people love them, some people don't. I think they're fun. Do they need to be at every race? No. But definitely fun. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. The villain. So the blue boat is the Pepsi boat. Ha! It's you know what? I'm probably gonna make it Polini. Like Polini blue and blue. I was saying, how do you like the Cayote electronics? Where is the company? I don't own any Cayote electronics. Corey. They are made by Oscar Jensen. I don't know where they come from, but do you know what? Actually, somebody was telling me about this. It's like a side project of somebody who's uber loaded, got money, and his son is into racing. But they're obviously made in Asia, I guess China or Taiwan, I'm not sure. But Oscar Jansen, who is the guy who made all the electronics for HB and all that stuff, with the Orion ESCs, he's the man behind it, the tech behind it. They were all at the E-Buggy Worlds. I will tell you what was the fastest freaking ESC and motor combination at the Worlds on the straightaway. That was Red's. Man, Boots and Canas's cars were easily 5 miles an hour faster on the straightaway. Now, Peck was like, you don't win races on the straightaway. You don't. But it still was faster. PB named after Phil Booth, Schumacher design, ended up passed away recently. That's nice. That's very a very, very good way to remember that, man. The Phil Booth car. I think Brock looks very good, man. Brock and Orlowski. Brock is looking very. I know. Brock said something at the Plex. He says he just doesn't want to be known as a carpet racer. And we'll have Brock on next week, so it'd be good to talk to him. And it's going to be interesting to see. I am very much looking. I am kicking myself in the ass for not going to the Worlds. Really want to go. I still, like, one part of me wants to go, but it's like a 15-day trip. 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back, and then 10 days for the race. I think it's too long, personally, but I would love to go. I would really love to go. Did you guys see that new China facility that Pecco and JQ are at in China? The on-road track that I posted. They also have an off-road track. That place looks nice. That's where Pecco's like, you need to come out here and do NNRC content. It's awesome. He loves it out there. Alex R. What time is it where you live, Lefty? It is 11:06 a.m. I am in the Dominican Republic. I'm here in the Caribbean. We are on East Coast time. And Tom. We cannot forget about Tom Rinderneck, one of my favorite drivers. Handsome Tom. That's his new nickname. I wonder if a new Schumacher Cougar Laydown will appear at the Worlds. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. It's going to be good. I like to see that the X-ray guys are out there testing on outdoor tracks. That's cool. It's going to be good. It's going to be I think we're in for a treat, which is always good, right? We want to we can't, obviously we cannot, the associated team, we cannot rule them out, especially after Carab had such a great E-Buggy routes and whatnot. He's kind of tuned in. That young man's amazing. I really like Marcus Carab. I've liked him for many years now, and yeah, he's coming to the Carpet Championships. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Watching him race on carpet. Tom and Nate have been testing on an outdoor track hobby. Haven't hobby for the past month or so. Good. That's what guys need to be doing, right? They need to be out there testing on these type of surfaces to get tuned and ready for this race, right? No, Alec, I am actually on EST. So we don't do daylight saving time here. So when you guys go back, I stay on this time, which I don't even know when it is. The villain says, hello from BB. I don't know who BB is. I'm surprised my daughter hasn't come in here yet. And she must not be up yet. So remember, next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. EST, we'll have Brock Champlin on, myself, Alex Sturgeon, live doing some INS talk for the INS finals that are coming up. The following week, we're going to have Eddie Henley on, who's the owner of Hoosier Hobbyplex. He's going to be talking about what he's got in store for us at the INS as well. So tune into those live shows. I'm going to do a live show next week. Who wants to see, you know what? If you want to see a Lefty and coffee next week, let's pick some topics to talk about. I think I'm going to start doing that some more. I get used to doing lives, and we need to get some super chats going. Will Ivy says the new RC Project different washer looks very cool. Yes, it does. Very much cool. Stefano is doing some good work over there. I definitely would like. I need to get me one. When Beach RC gets them in stock, I'm going to buy one. Enjoying the live pods. Thank you, Skunk City RC. Bob Thomas, I've had Ongaro on. I did a whole Ongaro podcast. That's awesome. And it was like a month ago. Go check it out. I'll get them live. I need to get an interview with Carap, and that's a good thing. I'm actually going to do that. So I'll have Carap on, and yeah. But I did do a whole interview with Ongaro. It's very good. I think it showed. I mean, I shouldn't toot my own horn, but I think it was very good, to be honest. So, 1 second. I will let you know what show it is. Because it was only a few shows ago. It was, I still have some quick clips. It was show number 326. And it's only got 2,230 views. It should have way more than that. Way more. It's a good interview with him. What's up, Smoker? How you doing? I need to get back. I think I need to go to DNC next year. Topic, is the vintage craze organic from races or from associated marketing? I think that the vintage craze has been going on for some time now. There's been vintage races for some time. I think that the re-releases is helping that. If TLR was smart, they would be re-releasing some of their cars too. They would definitely, like, they should re-release a triple XNT. Absolutely. Good morning to you, sir. What is on your calendar for October? All right, so here's my calendar for October. The Shaw's Truck Nationals in Oklahoma, the 10th of October. Then the weekend after that, we go to Indiana for the INS finals. Then the weekend after that, we go to Hobby Action for Masters of Dirt. Then either I'm staying at the Nitro compound or I'm coming down to Florida for the last round of Florida RC Championships at Mills Pond. Then it's AMS in Alabama. And then last race will be in November, will be Florida Carpet Championships in Beachline. Are you at what? Are you at the race, Smoker? Are you at the Sick Cross? I'm surprised you and Dagani aren't there. Yeah, I definitely think that. So Associated is putting a lot of money into the vintage race, right? Unfortunately, it's the same weekend as the INS, which sucks, right? They're putting a lot of money into it. They got Kurt Busch coming. They're doing it in Vegas, all this type of stuff. But definitely the re-releases of these cars are helping it. And it's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm not really a big vintage person like that because I guess maybe I wasn't into 10 scale back when that was going on. I watched it, but I didn't race it. So it doesn't hit as home to me. Now, I would love to get some vintage 8 scale cars. Bobby Tillman's racing at Sick Cross, Smoker. But definitely, I think TLR is really losing out on the opportunity to re-release their cars, because I'm sure there's plenty of TLR people that would love to have their old cars back and be a part of this. So I'm fine with it. Looks like it's going to be a good event. My only gripe is that it's the same weekend as INS finals. And I think we need to support INS finals because we always talk about having a series. And this was a good topic that Aiden brought up on our live this Thursday. He said the reason he's done all the wrongs, but he said one of the reasons maybe others don't do it, he says they don't know, but he says on his contingency payout, the INS is very low. We always talk about we want to have a series, especially in 8 scale. We have a series in 10 scale. It's I would say it's national. It kind of sticks to the Midwest, but it's a reason for that because that's where a 10 scale is popular. But we really need to get behind that. And he said maybe it needs to have a payout, stuff like that. And I've enjoyed attending the INS series. We see the people that are doing the whole series as well, not just pro guys. Like there's a whole contingency of trackside racers that are doing the whole series. They're taking the point seriously. And this is no disrespect to my American friends, but I think in RC on a national level doing a series is something that we're not used to. I say we because I come to America a lot. When in Europe, they do on their national series for their countries, it's a series, right? So I think it's just a cultural thing that we're not used to in the USA doing a series. We want one. I know I want one. Well, we have the INS. I know there's some talk about an 8 scale series coming up. I'm not going to say from who, but we need to support it. Right now, the INS is the only 10 scale series where top racers are going to. I know people's going to say EOS. EOS was when they were a series of races, but now it's just one race, which sucks. You know what, Schaefer? I know that Smoker has OG stuff from the 80s because he doesn't throw away anything. Alex R says, I will attend the New England Dirt National in Vermont, not racing, only a spectator, but I'm eager to meet Jared Tebow. That's at the WTF race facility, right? I need to get some video from that. If you guys are ever at a race and just want to grab me some video of whoever's there at a track in portrait mode with some good zoom on 4K and just send it to me, great, because I'm always looking for footage to put up on the TikToks and the YouTube and the NNRC socials. I'll give you guys photo cred. I greatly appreciate it because I can't be at all these races because those little clips is what's going to get people in RC too. I have a clip now on, let's see, my short course clip. It's on Instagram. It's on 27.6 million views. That's amazing. I'm also going to say it. It got picked up by ESPN. But that's the little things that we're going to get people going, right? Fishing Fairbanks. Love my Losi Triple X4 back in the day. Exactly. Remember when them things were coming out in the magazines? Oh, man. You'd be like right there on the cover with an awesome paint job. Like, I can't believe, I'm really shocked that Horizon is not re-releasing these things. I'm shocked. I kind of want to get the I kind of want the Saxton GT. That's what I want. And I wish they would re-release the whatchamacallit, the GT2. I'd buy one of those. Ooh, it's an RC car. Ahoy from Somerset, UK. You know, we have a parish in Bermuda named Somerset too. It's at the very west end of the island. No, I'm lying. The parish is named Sands. The town is called Somerset. I'm sorry. I used to work up there, in the dockyard, as a prison officer. All right. These lives go on. I think so. I'm gonna do a live. What day should I do the live next week? Should I? And it's gonna be morning time because, or maybe I don't know, because I'm doing a live show at night next week. But I like to do them around 12. Some people on lunch break. The Europeans can tune in. The Americans can tune in. So I think I'm gonna do a coffee with Lefty or lunch with Lefty next week. Maybe it's going to be Wednesday. Friday? Yeah, I guess. Friday, people are kind of chilled. But I'm doing a live Thursday night. It doesn't matter, does it? So, you'll see. Saturday seems to be good. I kind of try to tune out on Fridays. I get to my Friday, once I get podcasts up, all that type of stuff. Maybe I'll do a live instead of a podcast this week. That's what I'll do. We're going to do a live show next Friday. Coffee with Lefty. We're gonna get some topics going. We're gonna get rowdy. We're gonna get rowdy. Mike Winters, I have built an old TRX1 track set. It's never been on the track. Dude, TRX1 is a national champion. That's right. Traxxas was into racing. My buddies had one. I'll never forget. They were twins. And we were young. We was 13, 14 in school. And they had to share that car. And they loved that car. The Swanee 10s. Dean and Dane Swan. Their favorite drivers was Masami Hirosaka and Kent Carlson, I think it was. Sweet. It will be a dynamic. Okay. It will be a dynamic performance racetrack in Vermont, and the layout will be remade by Joey Christensen. I'll see Joey at Oklahoma. I'm going to ask him if I'm allowed to come to DNC next year. All righty. Well, so I want to get a Nitro JTO truck. My buddy Jimmy Woodley, who's on this week's podcast, which dropped yesterday, he was talking about how he feels that the Traxxas JTO is a very good gas truck, and obviously take the electric start out and all that stuff and put one of his Nova engines in there that he's got 12s. But that might be something I look at too. I'm hoping my buddy Gene Strout Jr. of SJ Racing, check out his YouTube channel too as well, gets my gas truck done in time for Oklahoma, because I really want to race it at Oklahoma. So I'm hoping it gets done. I got to talk to him to see if he can get it done by that time. I'm hungry. It's almost time to have some lunch. Chill out. All right, everybody. Well, next Friday, we're going live. Martin Walhunter, what are your thoughts on Silver State in January? I understand why, but I think it sucks for people who were planning to go in May. That's what I think. I understand why, because I think those are the dates that were only available. It does step on the toes of some other races, which makes things difficult. But we shall see. I think it's an expensive race for people right after Christmas. Right after Christmas. So I don't know how well attended it's going to be. I hope it does make enough money to survive. And I think people that were planning on going on May are not going to go. They're probably a little bit disappointed. Maybe Silver State's not going to be there anymore. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that Chris Nelson from TNR Fuels has a beautiful open open air arena up there in SoCal that he's putting races on, and I would like to go to one of his races as well. So that's my thoughts on Silver State. I'm not going to Silver State. I wasn't going if it was in May. I'm not a big fan. Look, I like the race that's convenient, all that type of stuff, but I kind of like I'm not like a big Vegas fan, right? And when I go to RC races, I go there for the people as well. And it seems like at Vegas, so many people go off on do their own thing. Like they go gambling, they go to the bar, they go to the pool, they go to their room. So it kind of waters down that feeling for me. I do like the fifth scale stuff, and I do like the race, and I think it's very convenient. But I get it why people go to Vegas and it's a vacation for them, but I'm not into that. So it doesn't really matter to me in that sense. So I don't know what the future holds for Silver State in January. It's very tight for people coming out of Christmas. I think it's going to affect it, to be honest. Alex R., I will not be at the 10 scale rounds. Happy birthday to your son as well, Martin. Martin Walhouter. I keep saying Hunter. It's Walhouter. You too, Mike. Are you going to Australia at all, Mike? Or are you just going to be watching from home? I will see you at INS as well. INS final is going to be good. I'm looking forward to get to Hoosier. My first time going to a race there. Should be good. Going to be some battles there. It's going to be Brock and Aiden in two-wheel drive. So it's going to be interesting to see. Brock has impressed me a lot this year. So, all right, guys. I am going to go get some lunch. Walhutter. You're going to have to spell it. You're going to have to send me a voice note to say how to say your name. I want to go to South Africa, too. That track there in South Africa looks great. Mike Reynolds, I'm not going to World's Work. It's too busy. Yep, real life happens. Real life happens. I'm not going to the Worlds because, one, I didn't plan for it. Two, that would be like 2 months on the road altogether. It's just a long time. A long time. Teddy Davis. Waluter. Okay, Waluter. Is it like ooh is the U's pronounced like ooh? Waluter. Okay, I think I got it. Well, I hope your wife feels better. See you at INS. Teddy, you're coming in at the end of this show, man. What you doing this weekend? Okay, I said it wrong. Waluter? I don't know. I butcher everything. I like Wall Hunter. That sounds cool, but I know it's wrong. Teddy, are you guys doing some drag racing this weekend? All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. You all have a great weekend of RC. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to the winners. You might see me live again today or tomorrow. We shall see. I'm going to go live this Friday. So 2 live shows, one Thursday night, one Friday. Alex R says, I need to go. Chores to go. Thank you. I appreciate your work is awesome and learn no much listening to your podcast. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. We can't do it without you guys' support at all. And I still enjoy doing them. And I'm getting used to doing these lives, even though it's been 5 years. I got to do more. I'm going to do a live show this weekend. We're going to go over some RC news, go over some topics, do some Q&A, and it's going to be a lefty off the record and some coffee. Anyway, you guys have a good weekend. I will talk to you later. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the support. Enjoy your RC weekend. Be a good RC ambassador. Be safe. And have a good weekend, everybody. Lefty is out. Chata for now.